All that. Yeah, that's why we got 10 minutes. What they got 10 minutes, bro. You want me to put it out? Yeah, put it out. You can put it out. Put it out. We got 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes. I'm about to learn something. Oh, that's how we live right now. I put that on. Oh, wait, you started? Yeah, I knew that. You not even take it. Just relax. That's it. The thing I got is the bed, the way to I know this nigga shit between these camps. Hey! 20 bucks you can do a lot. You're the best. I'm gonna show you and everything. You are you suffer with your every move. Hit up on your shoulders, you know how to do. Let me move for a second, thought you was the truth. Now I'm trying to click more for your kind of truth. But I got to in my bag, I had to find myself. I'm looking in the mirror and find myself. Man, you that boy, I want to lie myself. What's good? What's good? What's good? This ain't let's talk about it. Normally start at 8. I give a little 15-minute grace. We got here and started a little early and on time and stuff like that. Shoot, I say shoot, it's the fellas on the couch, and we came through. We got some good questions for the fellas. Let some people tune in. We're gonna talk about some of the sports, like we were saying before camera came on, about John Morant and what he got going on with his gunplay and stuff. Like I don't know what's going on with my boy. What's y'all thoughts on John Morant and everything that he got going on?
Who wants to start?
Who wants to start?
Hey, John Wright, he.
I just feel like
Man, John Wright, he messed his career up for good doing, excuse me, dumb stuff. That's dumb. Right. That's crazy, man. You get all this money, now you go blow it by showing yourself off for nothing. Mm-hmm. Now everybody look at you as the bad guy now. They look at you as Jerome. They don't look at him like as a good guy anymore. They look at him like he's a society now.
Like he's a menace to society.
Yeah, look at him like
he that problem child. Yeah. A lot of people say it's an age thing. A lot of people feel like since the dude's only 22, 23 years old, I mean, he got time to grow and mature. My thing about it is, dude, you just had this conversation and you literally just had 2 weeks ago when y'all got eliminated. Right. You had a whole press conference where you sat there and you said you was the distraction to the team and you're off court and you got to do better. And you're the reason why y'all didn't make it as far as with the off court attention being elsewhere besides on the court. Mm-hmm. And then you turn around and 2 weeks later, you can tell this boy was shocked that he put the gun even up. But my whole thing about it is, why do you have a gun at all when you should just have security? Who's after you to where you just need protection like that?
And who's the people that's around you?
Well, we know the people but we know the people that's around you.
You got people that's around you that's not
influencing you. Yeah.
But that's why I say we know the people that's around him, and again, the dude comes into his father is around him as far as when it comes to the game. But his father probably have his own life. Again, this is grown men, and we understand how it be when you get there at 21, 22, let alone 21, 22, and with money. You're not trying to chill with your daddy and your mama. Them it's cool they come to my game and shit. Right. But on the outskirts, my mom and my dad could only tell me so much not to do and what to do. As far as when I was 21, 22, right, that I was gonna listen to and be like, all right. Now I was doing shit, and I wasn't even on the job Morant tip at 21, 22, and you tell me to come in at a certain time. I'm still gonna come in a little late just to push that.
I mean, yeah, you gonna push that. I think all of us have at some point in our life have pushed the issue with our parents, whether it's mother, father, grandmother, uncles, whoever you stay with. You push that issue to a certain extent, but at some point, you got to realize, like you said, I'm not taking away from what you're saying. As a man, bro, you got all this money. Like Big said, you got all this money. Why are you constantly putting yourself in a situation deeper than what you already is? Which you really don't have to, because what is all of our dream is to do what? Get up out the hood, make something better for ourselves, create generational wealth, You know what I'm saying? I think that's every individual that grow up in the hood. I don't care if you black, white, Hispanic. I got people that grew up together. I got people that yeah, I got
he
people
got, he
that
got,
grew up
he got a
together.
lot of kids. He got a lot of kids look up to him.
Right.
And
Everybody
a
do.
lot of kids cry behind that right there today. They crying behind it like, Jerome, he did this and he did that. That's wrong.
That's the biggest thing.
That's the
Biggest thing is, like I said, with the violence of guns right now, and with the mass shootings and the school shootings and the kids that look up to basketball players, out of all people, basketball and rap players, rap artists.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be the biggest thing. And see, with rap artists, they always got that stigma of toting guns and talking about Uzis and all that. So a lot of parents already try to keep their kids from. They don't necessarily keep them, but try to keep their kids from that type of music. Now, basketball stars and football, that's more of an organization. Again, we already know what's that ran by, to where you got to present yourself. And as a business, you have to present yourself to where you're not promoting gun violence when you're on the stage of your national, because they play in the Olympics and everything else.
So my question is, do you think it's more of, I'm just asking, you know what I'm saying? You think it's more of attention that he's looking for? Because I mean, like, you are a superstar, number one.
It's an attention thing. And the reason why I feel like it's an attention thing, because John Moran, even when they look at the pictures and how he was raised, wasn't even raised to where he had to really struggle. I understand the people that have to have guns because of the hood that they're in. I understand the people that have to have guns.
He got a call from Will Smith.
Yeah.
He a call from Will Smith.
So I mean, what you think, James? What you think, White Chocolate? What you think, man? What you think on the situation of, you know, John Moran got money?
I mean, it's cool if you got a gun. I respect the fact that he has a gun. Like, it makes sense that he has a gun, but
I saw it.
why? So
That's what Ketch
don't
said.
pull it and let you go and use it.
Yeah. That's exactly what Ketch said. Ketch Breaker said, why show that you got a gun? Why not? He said, I got a gun here in Texas. A state that's open for you to carry a gun.
Right.
Or whatever. So he was like, I got one, but it's to protect my household. It's not to because of the accidents that happen with guns. What if he would have accidentally shot his partner right there in their car? What if this would have happened just by playing around with it?
And I've seen people.
Shoot, Prince Barris, a football player, shot himself in the leg and got put in jail.
So did about 2 years.
So I'm about to
He
say,
got put in jail for 2 years for real.
for sure, himself.
And then, like, even in New York, they stay loud, like, hey, you're not supposed to have a gun. That's just what it is.
To me, they never have Durango. They gonna make it. They'll get rid of him from over
You
there.
think
They don't want that bad.
They
They don't want
million on
that
their
seat up there.
contract. The only way they're gonna get rid of him,
They don't want that
I feel like
bad
they're gonna suspend him
Yeah.
for probably like a good 20 or 30 games.
Yeah.
Which is gonna hit their pockets real hard.
What's wrong with
and make them realize some things.
What's wrong with doing that? But we just
What was suspending them?
no, he just showing his gun. He just having fun.
But that's not
But you
But you got people.
the only reason why they say that is because
flexing on somebody.
no, the only reason why they say that is
You was
because
rapping along while driving the car, flexing the gun.
and the reason why they said that is because again the profession that he signed under the NBA. So you know the NBA look at you, yeah, all them endorsements, $1 million endorsement deals. And one of their biggest laws, which he didn't know at first, he just got caught 2 months ago in the club with a gun.
But was he wearing their
It
logo?
don't matter. You sound
You can pay from that. That's what
you're a star.
it's just like if we get hired on with a company now.
But
One of their things is drug test. If they drug test because we fail, they kick us out. One of their things is you have to have a clean drug test. With the NBA, your thing is now you can smoke your weed. Now we don't want you controlling guns because right now the gun violence is up and you had a gun that something actually go off. We don't want the what if something went off. We don't want you to have little kids that look up. You got security guard around you and you got kids around you that look up to you. And if they see you toting guns and rapping with it, they gonna be trying to do the same thing.
and shoot something.
It's just that bad image with you being that type of idol.
Yeah, I guess I see it. It's like LeBron James, like getting on Instagram Live and just like dancing with a gun in his hand. But I don't see how that influences anybody.
Why not?
It's LeBron.
I'm not saying
That's a whole nother person.
just as kids. I mean, kids are easily influenced.
Yeah. So,
Think about like kids that looked up to Tony Hawk. Think about Tony Hawk was toting guns.
Yeah.
my boy said
That would have made me want to throw the gun.
That wouldn't make
Why not?
That don't make it cool just because.
Okay, but you have to understand the impact that.
There's some small-minded people out here.
Right.
I mean, you got some
You
people
gotta understand the impact. The impact that okay, take yourself for an example, right? If you are well established in your family, right? It's gonna be some cousin, somebody's gonna look up to your success. So they're watching what you do at all times. Period.
Amen.
Whether it's your children, whether it's your little cousins, whether it's somebody down the block. You know what I'm saying? Even all of us when we grew up as a kid, let's be honest, right?
Mm-hmm.
My uncle had this bad truck, man. He used to come down the hill in an apartment. Blue truck. Bang. Ever since then, I always said, dang, I want me a truck like that. He had an Astro van. Hey, I wanted me an Astro van. Because I wanted to be like my uncle. Because why? This is the things that he had. So everything when you see in certain situations, whether it's okay, as a kid, right? You on the basketball court. Who everybody want to be growing up?
Me.
Nah, come on, let's be real.
Some people be like Mike,
Kobe, LeBron, whoever. When you doing football. No, I'm just saying, even when you playing football. I'm Miles. I'm Terrell Arm. I'm Big.
Because growing up, it was
whoever it was. I'm Barry Sanders. I'm Emmitt Smith.
Growing up,
even look at that. Look what they did to Vic, and he wasn't even at the house. It was just because it was his property and his name was under it, and it was like, damn.
it was prison for that.
Well, yeah, but he knew the shit was going on. He had to know the shit was going on. That's his property and shit.
Just like the Rangers.
That's why
He had that gun.
If he did, it, damn, like how you said.
So do y'all think it's the environment?
No, I just
But you think it's
like he
like
said, it's
There's
small-minded people.
just not a lot of people. He just one of those people that that's what he wanted to do, and that's what he chose that he was gonna do. Like, I mean, you as a man at a point, like I said, at 21, you make your decisions and you kind of live with them. And hopefully he learns it before they try to make an example like they did Ray Rice and kick him out the league altogether. We're not giving you no more contracts and no more teams won't even just deal with you. So they be like, hey, well, now you can tell all the guns you want.
Yeah.
Because now you're a free man. You're not under the NBA organization. And like I said, but you just found that 200 mil.
Have that gun.
I hope you know, do the right thing. Hopefully my boy do the right thing, and hopefully he get the right people around him. And hopefully his dad really just get in his life and let him know what's going on. So I think his dad got his own bitches. And his dad with the celebrity life.
So do you think that affect him because of what sometimes parents want out of a child? Because you gotta understand.
No, I feel like again that's a John Morant decision. Again, it just happened a month ago. 2 weeks ago, you just talked about the same incident, so you know it's fresh on your mind. So again, I feel like it's just your decision. It's like T.I. said, I can tell my kid what to do, but he's just gonna go to jail because at the end of the day, we whooped him, we disciplined. You can only do so much as a parent.
Yes, sir.
Point blank period. So, I mean, we can keep going on it, but we'll get into these topics or whatever because we do got some good ones on this. The one I'm gonna hop on is what's y'all idea? Waiting aside, somebody had hit me up and was asking me, my idea of waiting aside was go look at girls and be like, I don't talk to big girls, or so that was like, I seem like the type where I have a certain standard of, which I have a certain standard, but it don't necessarily mean by size or weight or none of that. I mean, as far as height, I've dated a girl that was 6'3", played for UTA. So I've dated a girl that's taller than me because I'm 6'1". I've dated a woman all the way short to 4'9", 4'8", 4'9". So I mean, my preference, I prefer a short girl because I love the smothering, feeling like the giant, up in a relationship. Right, but I have no problem climbing trees. I used to do that as a kid, and like climbing trees. No problem. With me.
Like he was a wee little man.
As far as size, I'm one of the people you got to really care about yourself. I'm not trying to be on my 600, my 500-pound wife because that ain't me. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, you could be 500 pounds and I still care. No, sir. You don't care about your temple. I understand some women are just big. So big. So I mean, but if you trying to do your thing, you're trying to do your thing. I mean, but to each his own. I'm one of those people at least care about yourself to try. I'm a trainer, so I try to I've been slacking here the last 2 weeks, getting this weight, about to get back on it, but like I said, I'll be in the gym. So, I mean, you know, even if you don't even have to go as much as me, just like I said, that can be a day.
I mean, but you just got to care about yourself, though.
Yeah, about yourself. That's it. That's all.
How can you literally expect me as a man or expect a man to respect you and you don't respect yourself?
Yeah.
You know, you let your weight go, and then a man can compliment you all day long, and you still well, you know what? I ain't gonna keep doing it.
Yeah.
You know, because now what I'm saying to you, it's like it don't even matter. It's not even registering. If I say, well, baby, you know what? I feel like we need to go to the gym. Are you trying to say I'm fat? Nah, I'm just trying to keep you right.
That's most women say.
I'm just trying to motivate you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like your spirit. I like, you know what I'm saying, your personality. I like all of that.
So, do height matter to you? Would you being a shorter man?
No, because I made it.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? If they digging me as I'm digging them, and we have things in common,
Yeah.
why not? I mean, what is
I'm about to say, what you do?
what you got like Shaq?
I mean, honestly, I was laughing at the sound of his phone, but I mean, I don't really mind. Like you said, as long as you care about yourself, like.
I was like, cause some big girls be fine and boys be.
Hey, I tend to find, hey, big girls don't like me.
Why you say big girls don't like
I don't like me.
you? I mean, is it what you say? I mean,
No, I'm not an asshole.
I'm not an asshole. We understand that. I'm just, I mean, so what you saying is you.
I think they just be seeing me with small women, and then they just like, oh,
so
like they just get the assumption. I'm just like, no, y'all just don't like me.
So what you saying is you would date?
Yeah.
So do height matter with you?
No.
Because I'm like, well, if you got 6'5", 6'6", so they
6'6".
Yeah, and WNBA, Brittany Griner up in this bitch, like.
Ain't never ever talk.
Not Brittany though.
Brittany Griner, 6'7", 6'.
I know. Now you could have said, give me somebody. What's her name?
Okay, Candace Parker. Candace Parker.
Yeah. Okay. What's the one from LSU?
That's what I said. You talking about Asia Wilson?
Asia Wilson. Reese.
Reese. Yeah. But I'm gonna say even Candace Parker.
That too.
Yeah. She's 6'7", 6'5", 6'7".
Hey, look, long as she loves.
He said, but I know Brittany Griner.
Let me see your shoulders.
It's like she got.
I ain't never been able to do it from what I can remember.
What about you? The height, size,
Shit, my girl right now is 4'11".
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
ain't tripping.
No murder. I can't go.
I ain't tripping. You got a size preference over there, man?
She can't be big like that though.
I was like, you know, that's
I like big girl, but you can't be big like that on me though. You can't come pull up the house and put on and say you look like Janet Jackson. Nigga be like, whoa, Freddie Jackson. No.
He said my mama don't want like when I take people with me.
No. But I ain't tripping. But it's like, you gotta have confidence in yourself. That's what I say.
But they say some big girls got too much confidence in themselves.
But
I mean, because and my thing about it is, there's a lot of men out here that get.
Wait. What kind of big are we talking about?
Nah,
We're talking about like a big.
whoa. Nah, he talking about like, I mean, because
Ronda Rousey. Would you date a female with abs?
Ronda Rousey, would you date Ronda Rousey?
Ronda Rousey. Yeah.
She gonna be fucking you.
Right now, I will. You're right now. You got to. Now you talk around. You got to say. Because I'm not saying.
They wow.
We well on here, but like I said, yeah, I'm confident in, like I said, who I am. So
yeah, I mean, you have to be. So I'm just saying, like, what is really your
my preference?
Yes, like
my preference.
I mean, everybody wants the nice model chick, but if you got if you got a nice young lady and she about, let's just say she about 5'7", 5'8", but she about 215, 5'7", 5'8", 215. That might not be no bad
No, I can
215.
do that. I can do that.
Hey, it depends. It depends on
I'm
the
just
way.
saying, she makes she. That's what I'm trying to tell you. She makes.
Where?
My thing about it,
So
it
I'm
goes off,
just
like I said, it goes off of her confidence. I mean, she can have the way wherever. If you willing to get in this gym with me once we link up,
And not no
Get you right.
BBL. I don't want no
Get you right.
BBL weight.
what's the
it's
BB?
not a surgery when they
That Brazilian butt lift.
But that boy hit that
when
boy.
they put the silicone up in
No,
there.
no,
Y'all heard that?
we don't need none of that.
The boy say no.
But they said they got it out here now where they're gonna take that from one place and put it in another.
That's
you'll be good at that. Okay.
You're like,
What's next on the agenda?
They said I squeeze something as hard.
it don't move right.
They say you getting older, but your sister
So what if you squeeze time and something come out? How do you feel about it?
Gravy?
Some ooh.
No, like say. No, I'm just saying, hold on, hear me out, bro. Like say for instance, y'all
You
just
can't bounce that ass.
what I'm saying is just say for instance, y'all about to, make love or whatever. You let it grab her titty and then it just how would you
Deflate.
Well, at that point, like,
how would you feel about that? Would you still love her after that? Would you?
You gotta love
What you love on the bus?
love what happened. Oh god.
Nah, like I'm a natural dude. Like I said, I mess with a girl that got small titties.
Yeah, me too.
Fast,
Hey,
small titties, small butt, which where we can work on some stuff because these back shots and some of these little gains, you can get your butt. And I had some small women, I better say so. I mean, to where they gained in the right areas once they have a kid.
So
That's one thing they do. Say once a skinny girl have a kid, she gained in the right
So
area.
I'm just saying. So what's really your ideal preference of?
My ideal preference, like I told you, I said my ideal preference would be me somebody shorter because I want to feel bearing over them, like I want to feel like they're giant over them. And then as far as size wise and stuff like that, that's a question. As far as size wise and stuff like that, I don't really have a preference size wise. Overall, like I said, it's one of the things that definitely with me being, man, as long as you're not my 400 pounds and not giving the shit, like, I had a girl that was, do something to do something. So,
Oh, that's dope.
New.
Do something, do something.
Next question we have is,
What we got?
would you pick money over love or over a soulmate? They asked me that. They said, would I choose money over love and a soulmate? And they asked me this because they're like, well, me being poly and stuff like that. And again, I'm the type where, like I said, I can live, honestly, a Hugh Hefner life as far as long as I can get, long as Jay Wayne is showing up label fashionable, like I said, we're going to give a shout out to his mom. I thought he was at the hospital with his mom.
No, it's Wednesday.
Oh, it's Wednesday. Okay. For the heart surgery.
How you feeling?
Yes, sir.
And our cousin ain't over here, huh? Too much.
Yeah.
So you can't pass the already going.
Nah, yeah, but they said, would you pick money over love or over a soulmate? And me, honestly, like I was saying, shit. Me personally, like I said, I can pick the money over the soulmate or whatever because honestly, nah, you good. I can pick the money over the soulmate right now, honestly, because like I said, me in the place that I am, I'm strictly business. But I feel like if somebody was to come, they can alter. But right now, it's money. Shit, fuck the how to get this money, baby. How they say, fuck the how to get this money, player. That's what I'm on. So, I mean, I could be Hugh Hefner, and I know Hugh Hefner got married, but I don't even have to live a married life. I be Hugh Hefner without the married women. So that's why I'm man. What y'all pick the money, the soulmate? I know my cousin Drapi, he said he wants a soulmate. He said with two people having that income and just having a soulmate to even spend and travel with and they personally, show them new things and new experience, he'd rather have that than, to have, the money because eventually the money becomes greed. So, I mean, I understood where it's coming from with it. some people, want that soulmate. Where you at the dub? Where you at? What time?
I'm mad.
I'll take that money.
I'll take that money.
I'm gonna say this from
I guess it depends what amount of money.
It depends.
It depends. It depends what amount of money, for real.
Yeah.
If it's worth the rest of my life or not.
Yeah. Okay.
At that point, like if it's worth it, fuck.
They say fuck it.
Fuck.
I'm gonna say that soulmate because I feel like that money. I'm like with Drake. You can get to the money as long as you got a blueprint. If you got a plan together that y'all both are willing to, you know what I'm saying, make that fight with and that struggle with. Yeah, I mean, but you have to be willing to do that sacrifice, and I think that's what we are not willing to do anymore with one another. Whatever somebody's building, whether if she's building her business, are you willing to make that sacrifice to promote her? Are you willing to help her, bag up stuff? Are you willing to, you know what I'm saying, go run to the UPS for and drop stuff off, and as vice versa? Is she willing to do the same thing? So I feel like as long as you're willing to build, I feel like that soulmate, that money's gonna come. As long as you are in the right place, I feel like mindset. I think that's soulmate. And that's just my observation because.
I honestly thought you was gonna be like that money, man. Because I feel like, but you like, but they'll come and be like, man, but
no, see, but really, sometimes you do get about the fuck the love, but when you really think about it, you just got money.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of people got money, bro, and they wasn't happy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can have all the money.
A lot of people they got money now.
Yeah, and they're not happy. So you can travel around the world. You can go.
You go everywhere, all around.
I got my family love, like that's boys and my family love. I'm cool, like, and that's probably why, like I said, if I got the life I got now, and it's a money soulmate, right now it's the money, and it's like I said, because right now with the soulmate, it's kind of like I'm kind of good on that right now. So like. Mm-hmm. I've been through the damn roads right now, so I'm even on that point, even where it came with kids. What, a question or something?
Somebody said, Ms. Morton said, soulmate is better than having all that money. Both of you put something with something and make something happen. Money can't hold me or kiss me the way my soulmate will. And that's a woman responding to.
But if you have the right dude for that night,
I mean,
he can hold and kiss you the right way. I'm just saying.
But you
got that money. You can afford it. I respect it because, like I said, if the right one come to me, it probably change. Like I said, but just right now, it's just like, yeah, get that money.
But you have that right now.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean,
what about you, big? You choose the money, the soulmate.
No,
you say, fuck that, give me that cash.
No, I love people want that, man. You gotta keep it real. If both y'all on the same page, on the same level, you trying to get something, she trying to get something, go ahead and go do it. Or whatever it is, I rush back. Same way.
Man, hey,
get to the money.
You're gonna get to that money. That money gonna come.
Like what you said, money, man.
I'm gonna put it down real quick. So I kind of talk on both ends. Domo done seen me struggle, he ain't seen me up. He ain't seen me when I had no money, where I sleep on niggas' clothes or female clothes. Like, I know both sides of that. So, like, it's hard, and really a companion come on a blessing or luck a lot of times, or it's forced.
Mm-hmm.
Forced relationships. A lot of times it's just sometimes the other person, like, you know what? Not that I'm not gonna find anybody better out there. They might not want to deal with the extra.
Somebody always compromising more than the other.
That's definitely a relationship, and then that's what we have to get. I think as we get older, we might get a little. I say comfortable. Yeah. Or we don't want to start over. Yeah. And I think that's a lot of us. I think that's what it is. We don't want that start overness, and when you have to start over,
Yeah.
You feel like a lot of what you've already invested. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
So when you've invested a lot in certain
Because I say that it's women. So we talked about this on the show before. Nothing against how you feel. A lot of women are more emotional than we are. And I was with women years ago when I ain't had nothing, and she had everything.
Mhm.
And a woman can tell you what she wants and what she needs, but at the end of the day, a lot of women want things now.
yeah.
When whatever they're going through in the moment instead of building. And a lot of times that's the situation.
Wow.
They might get pulled, or a dude might holler at them or something like that, or a female, for the ones who do y'all thing, that's cool. But a lot of times they don't know how to really accept what they're attracted to, or what they're really wanting, because they want everything to flow how they want it to flow
Right now.
but not looking at the whole world and talking. And I just leave it at that. But like, yeah.
And something even deeper than that, like I say, shoot, even with that soulmate, that person you build with, it goes with, like they say, that compromise that you deal with the cheating or the cheating and stuff. Because some people say with the success that you building with a soulmate from ground up, once y'all get to that success and they see things that they haven't, they meet people that they haven't, they end up cheating on you. So it's like, you back at square one. So like I said, I can build relationships. It's not saying I can have sex with women. I can have relationships with women. It's a soulmate. I don't have to have a soulmate to have a woman that I travel with and have fun with, and a woman that I have sexual escapades with, and we that's where we connected.
Yeah.
And then I'm about my business. Give me my money. So that's where, like I said, that's where I stand with it. I know this next question gonna get kind of deep. That's why I put it last. But my homegirl had asked me, do us as men feel women have to put up with what their mother had to back when they was dating?
Do they have to?
Like, do you feel like the woman that you're dating now, like the dating pool now, do they have to put up the same thing that your mother them had to back then?
That's a different era.
Different culture.
And it goes off of
Depending on what year she talking about. So
Is it different men, or is it just like you said?
it's different eras of how things have evolved. Let me say that, because in the 1930s and so on, things evolved in different eras. You see what I'm saying? So our ideal of that woman to want to be like your mother, or that ideal woman wants this guy to be like her father, or whatever that may be. But we have to learn to, when you sit down and have that conversation with that father, and you really, because I've had those conversations with some fathers, and you're like, oh, okay, you did X, Y, and Z, and you start to reflect on that, like, oh, baby girl, do you really want me to be how your father was? Because the conversation me and him had,
it was deep.
It was real deep, and the things that I know.
And that's one of the things that I said, yeah.
And I'm not talking about anybody, but I've sat down with fathers who I've dated, and it takes you to be a real man to sit down with a man and have a heart to heart about his princess at that time.
What?
And he's telling you, hey, I'm not the best man to really be conversating with at times, but maybe you are. So I can learn some things from you, what not to do, what your daughter may want me to be like you. She only saw the good things that you do. But as a man, men seem to have heart to hearts, because they want to let you know, hey, I've done X, Y, and Z, and if you do this to my princess, this is what I'm going to do to you. You see what I'm saying? And us as fathers who have daughters, we are that way now.
Yeah, right there.
And now you understand why that father was saying that to you, to say, hey, look, man, I used to do this, and this, but I don't expect that of you. Because if you do this, I'm going to do this to you. And we have to find a way to break that. And I think some of us really have broke that. And I applaud a lot of us kings out here. I really applaud a lot of women who don't do what their mother do at times.
Yeah.
Because sometimes our mothers and fathers can get in the way of our relationships because of what they've been through. And when you get to looking at it like, man, okay, is that really okay? Is that really right? Okay, mama said this, or daddy said that, or uncle said this, or brother said that, or your OG said this. But then when you start to evaluate it yourself in your meditation time,
It's always right.
you be like, man, hold on, this ain't how things should really be.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So we have to really be careful on what we say when we say you want somebody to be like your mother or be like your father.
I
Because
said, do you feel like they got to go through the same thing as far as anything?
no, they shouldn't. But
So do you feel like
but-
presenting
but
themselves
in a
differently
sense-
than how the men back in the day? That's what I think the question kind of.
well, I think
As far as the presentation of men, do you feel like
I
it's
think we
different
do.
now?
I think we do.
I think we do that. Women can change. They ain't what
I think we really do.
So is that what you say? You say you feel like they what?
I said, yeah, we approach them differently. Y'all not y'all mothers, grandmothers, and great grandmothers. Like different era, laws, uh, land ownership, jobs, everything was different. So
But what if you meet that woman that kind of have those traits, them landmarks, them
like far as how she moved, like
So what's on that closet? Skeletons in that closet, something that got them clowns who let them skeletons.
Yeah, everybody got but that goes with a soulmate. I mean,
So when I was engaged,
accept the baggage,
you know the story.
Go ahead.
You know the story. So when I was engaged,
Yeah.
damn man, there's some years now. It's like 30, 14 years.
Yeah.
Long story short, her pops was a pastor, assistant pastor. Right?
Yeah.
But when we sat down, had that real man to man talk.
Right.
So he didn't like certain things that I'll do or retaliate after I've been done to the door. It's the same. At that time, I didn't have nothing. I get it. But when you come to me and you tell me this, that, and the other, your upbringing, not saying you got to be perfect,
Yeah.
but when he found out I did something to her, then he wanted to talk. And then when I bust that bubble,
they don't like that.
oh, you don't want to hear that about your daughter and stuff,
Right.
but you want me to marry her. See, a lot of times people can see the vision, see the goal, and see the person in you. But like 2 times say, it was okay.
Yeah, cool.
Let's go.
Because a lot of times it's a family thing. Mothers, daughters, brothers, sisters, they gonna look out for each other before they look out for somebody outside they blood. You know what I'm saying? And it's just how it is in America.
You got some of them parents that don't give a damn that's back.
You pretty much, you supposed to get past, but you talk to me like, you're on the street. You know what I'm saying? Like I told him, I said, I understand what you're saying. I'm not that dumb, no dumb. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, we ended up breaking up and stuff. I went to the service and all that, and glory is glory, but it is what it is. But like y'all asking questions that's really not relevant in this era. No disrespect. The question is irrelevant in this era. It's more about coming together and surviving now more than anything.
I can do that.
America going this way, and we used to be this way. But I'll leave it at that because we're online, and it'll get real. Go.
Get real.
Yeah.
Real talk. I mean, we just speaking from.
So where you feel with the white chocolate over here? I mean, I know you over here chilling, man. Got to get you active a little.
What's up?
Do you feel like
Definitely not. Definitely not. The women in today's era do not go through what mothers, grandmothers, or great grandmothers did at all.
And that's a different race, so he can even show from his perspective. So I'm not saying because we can always relate to a lot of our things, but even like I said, coming from another race and another perspective, like I said, we try to get perspective.
It don't matter. Like it's just it's a different time, different fucking people. Fucking you pick up traits from your parents, but like you still form them to be your own person. So like there's no real way to fucking say, oh, I'm gonna get treated the exact same way, because it's not possible. The situation's like it can't.
What you got knowing, man? Come on, man. You've been quiet a little bit all night, man. We got.
I'm about to say, he been in
What's your perspective over there?
But I got the same perspective as all y'all do, man. It's a different era, man. Different people. Like totally different people.
Totally. Yeah, you ask the women the same question. That should be everywhere.
Yeah.
So you have to live with it.
You
I
know.
don't know.
So look, y'all, we really try to be diverse on hey, let's talk about it.
I want to know, will their grandmama go to work, cook, clean, all the stuff
All right, look,
doing back in the day?
all right, so since you on that, hold on, check this out.
Just saying though, like,
Since you're on that subject right there about the grandmothers and all that, I
they expect us
saw some on the ground, right?
yeah, they expect
And
us
it
to
was
the farm and everything. You know?
She going out and she asked it. The question was asked, and this is a question that I want you women who are tuning in, and we're gonna share this. And the question was, if your man came home at 3 a.m, or if he wake up at 3 a.m, would you cook for him? And their answers was, some of them like, hell no, I'm not getting up at I'm not getting up at 3 a.m and cook him anything. They said, I'm gonna get him a grilled cheese sandwich, or or he better go in there and cook him some noodles or something. Hey, we're gonna have that on next week's show. Would you get up at 3 a.m to cook your man something to eat?
But y'all want a man though, right? We'll wait till next week though.
We're gonna keep that to.
But if another female gets cooked,
So
but we'll wait till next week though. You right.
Hey, y'all inbox.
That's a big question.
Hey, we're gonna share this next week. You know what I'm saying?
We didn't talk about so sure we did.
It's real. Would you really get up and cook your man something? I mean, whatever he may ask for. You know what I'm saying? It can be some breakfast. Most of the time, he just wants some breakfast at 3 a.m. He ain't really tripping on no. But
But the first oatmeal one time whenever I drugged in a bitch and she wouldn't do it. I should have known right there.
Yeah.
I couldn't even walk. I just put some motherfucking oatmeal. Motherfucking
Hey,
it in the microwave.
we need to get some ladies on here soon. We need to, get some ladies' opinions.
Yeah, they don't want to be
Want some more women. Exquisite John came on, Ridiculousness came on, Jay came on. So if any of you ladies want to come sit on the couch, man, my sister Aquita came on. So look, y'all want to come on the couch, voice your observation, your opinions and stuff like that. Hey man, we just waiting on some women to come on here so we can really just we don't call it a debate. We just want to get y'all
Opinion. That's all we doing. We getting y'all opinion. Y'all point of view. Like I said, our opinion is our opinion. So Doug surprised me tonight. My boy said he'll take the soulmate over the money. I respect
the older you get, bro. I mean, like, you gotta think about how many people got money right now. Like, think of what was my guy name?
I mean, they don't.
Mr. Di-Fi. The guy would have Robin Williams had so much money, man, but guess what? He was not happy, bro.
Look how many didn't have it.
I'm just saying, he was happy.
I'm happy I don't got it.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you got to get to the point.
I'm happy, but like I said, you can be happy without it too. So, I mean,
So, I mean, say, look,
but yeah,
I mean, because the bread gonna come. If you, my motto is, man, if you manifest something and you meditate on it and you motivate it, hey, it's going to happen.
And next we also going into, it was a question that was asked, and I didn't want to really put it on this one. I was gonna wait till next week or whatever, but it was about the whole R. Kelly thing, because it was somebody that had a conversation with me. Listen, it was somebody that had a conversation with me on how they lost their virginity, and they said it was a dude that was 6 years older than them that picked them, basically picked them up from school and stuff like that. So it's a lot of us that know women that went to high school and stuff that dated women that dated dudes that was 20. Us as men wasn't really messing with women that was super older than us. It's a lot of dudes that
I can't speak for it.
a lot of so when we was in high school and some of the baddest chicks in your high school,
yeah, that's your picture.
you tried to holler at them. It don't matter what
Bad, whatever, because that dude,
his boyfriend was wrong.
Yeah.
When you was like a sophomore or a
he was
junior.
that 21-year-old.
That's it. I got a wrong boyfriend. And that shit okay. That's cool shit.
I got a problem, man.
But then when you get older,
We're gonna do that.
then it's like, oh, it's against the law. But
We're gonna do it this week, because like I said, I was like, yeah, because I just had a whole conversation with how she lost hers, and she was like, the dude that took hers, he was 6 years older than her, and she was like, shit, she was underage. She was like, oh, shit, at that time,
and that dude wasn't
14, 15. And she was like, I like her. So, but a lot of people was going through that, because, you know, but tonight we're going to play my boy Pablo Weaver, you know, like I said,
one thing about Kells, I heard you helping earlier. What's different from Hugh Hefner and R. Kelly?
Mm-hmm. Or Elvis.
They Evan.
There's a couple of other motherfuckers I can name too. Real time.
Hey, Kelly alive and they dead.
Hugh just died. But the point I'm making though, Hugh was doing it in front of the limelight with girls on the side in the house, smashing them, married or not, and they let this shit be okay.
Different era, different generation.
Hey, man.
It's a different era.
No, but
like I said,
I feel like this. If you got a lot of money, man, you got a lot of money. Hey, it ain't hard for no woman to flock to you. You ain't got to holler at her. She gonna throw it. Like, you really think Hugh Hefner, Weinstein, Kells, they say they did this shit. Not saying they didn't, but it's like the women put themselves in that circle in them situations. They know who they fucking with.
Yeah. They know. They
got the game plan too, because they couldn't really use their gift for their talent, so they get around a certain type of people. Come on, man, let's make sense about it, bro. Because like, yeah, you hoping he picked you off your G spot, and hopefully you get pregnant, so that can be yours, and you still gonna get that man problems.
So he hurt your feelings. He hurt feelings
after you was in a toss-up party. Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Like I said, next week we're gonna chop it up. We'll get into more details into that. Like I said, I know that's gonna get real nice, deep, and you know, all the way in. Because like I said, there's some people out here that was like, y'all trying to stop. Because Cassidy was the one who started with y'all trying to. I can't do music with nobody. The rapper Cassidy. Like, I can't do music with nobody. Because he did a song with hotels, and a lot of people trying to ban him from doing a lot of shows. That's why Cassidy ain't doing a lot of shit now. And he was like, it's kind of messed up. Like, you know, I was young when I did shit, but go check out my boy Pablo Weaver on YouTube. This dead man, like I said, this Texas Wilma, you know, go out there to Hutch and stuff like that. But y'all, like I said, check out my boy. See y'all next week. Appreciate y'all. Let's get it.
That's enough to I don't give a fuck about it, bitch. I used to be broke on broke shit. I ain't even about all the kind of shit. She made me feel who would you do for them bitches, man? Who would you do for them dead, man? Fill up the chop for the dead, man. I guess I told any dead, man. Pull up on me, stuck in the kitchen, yeah, like it's lately. I'm in the trap, I feel like I'm cruising. I'm gonna do, I'm a chopper, a shooter. Stuck in the system, stuck in the street, like a coward, just straight like I'm saying, man, friend. Gotta keep it on me, cause these nigga want you can take the eye for the low. Nigga, watch me, gotta play with my car. I pray to the Lord, and I make it more, and I pray that I make it walk on the floor. I sacrifice shit that just make me go hard. I'm trying to my environment, society, strong, we rock. No real bro, even if we start in the mind, nigga, just turn up, get blind. Trust where you step in my shoes behind. Another type shots, a big.
Good job for joining in tonight, man.
Mom, put the hand in you can try. Come find corners like I know it not. It's not that fresh air, we move inside. Billy gon' ride this. I feel low key, you niggas can't find me. You know when you see me, just know that I got it. I'm about to be here to a big body, rocks my body, you can't even cop. Boy, they gon' sing to a nigga like Drake. We about to chop in, cover on it. Straight out of rush, a bit that shit, he busted. Win, the bitches a whole lot of money. Look at the street when I write out the code. You street on me, but they say I'm cold. They come on you, so you can go my son. We in the trap, all hard air money. Fuck it. Fuck all the other niggas. don't give a fuck about it, bitch. I used to be broke on the shit.
We're gonna come to the street and you're gonna
Shit, man.
Look out, man. We come to the street. We bring to the street, man.
I don't give a fuck about the bitch. I used to be broke on the
Make sure y'all go start off
What about the budget? But it's got one.
Every Monday, man. Every Monday.
Yeah,
Man, we tapping in.
man, we tapping into that, man. Y'all know this. It's the fun, man. Y'all know this, man.